The Great Wall Selfie Paradox. The day every American meets gravity and dumplings. Everyone dreams of standing proudly atop the Great Wall of China, wind in your hair, camera in hand, posting, "Made it," on Instagram. But 5 minutes in, you're drenched in sweat, gasping for air, and realizing the wall is actually 13,000 miles of stairs built by people who clearly hated future tourists. Welcome to the Great Wall Selfie Paradox, where Americans expect an ancient wonder, but get an ancient workout instead. Let's be honest, Americans romanticize the Great Wall like it's a mythical runway for adventure. They picture themselves standing heroically against the horizon, maybe holding a flag or sipping a latte, looking wise and worldly. Then they get there. The tour bus stops. The guide says, "We'll climb for an hour." And suddenly, everyone realizes, this is not a stroll. This is a vertical marathon designed by Confucius's personal trainer. The stairs are uneven. Some are knee-high. Others are so steep you question whether the builders were giants. By the second watchtower, you're not thinking about history anymore. You're thinking about gravity, regret, and why you ate that third dumpling at breakfast. In the US, hiking usually involves a paved trail, a parking lot, and a reward smoothie. On the Great Wall, the only reward is another flight of stairs and an elderly Chinese grandpa overtaking you like a mountain goat. You start with enthusiasm. "We got this. We got this." 10 minutes later. Is this still uphill? Is this still uphill? 20 minutes later. I think my legs just sent a resignation letter. I think my legs just sent a resignation letter. Meanwhile, Chinese tourists glide past in jeans, holding umbrellas, eating sunflower seeds, and chatting like they're walking through a mall. That's when the realization hits. You are the tourist attraction now. This is where the cultural clash gets juicy. For Americans, walking the Great Wall is a spiritual experience. I want to feel the footsteps of history. For Chinese locals, walking it is unnecessary. There's a cable car, a chairlift, even a slide on the way down. Why risk cardiac arrest when you can glide up like a civilized person and still take the same selfie? Ask an American. You took the cable car. That's cheating. Ask a Chinese person. You didn't take the cable car. That's stupid. Different philosophies. One side believes in suffering for meaning, the other believes in convenience for sanity. Here's the twist. After all that climbing, sweating, and swearing, every American eventually stops, turns around, and gasps, because it really is breathtaking. The wall snakes across the mountains like a dragon's spine, ancient and endless. You raise your phone for the selfie. Finally. But the lighting is harsh. Your hair looks like you've been electrocuted, and your face is red enough to match the Chinese flag. Click. The photo looks less like glorious explorer and more like accident survivor. Still, you post it proudly. Caption, "Worth it." Your friends back home comment, "So jealous." You smile, unable to move your legs, thinking, if only you knew. At the bottom of the wall, exhausted Americans discover something magical. The snack stands. They sell everything: grilled squid, sweet potato chips, instant noodles, and the holy grail, cold bottled water. You take that first sip, and suddenly it feels spiritual again. Maybe this is what the emperors felt after battle. Maybe enlightenment is just dehydration wearing a robe. Meanwhile, Chinese visitors enjoy popsicles, take a few photos, and go home early. They've been here before. They'll be back. It's not a once-in-a-lifetime event. It's Saturday. To Americans, the Great Wall is pure romance, a place of ancient whispers and dramatic proposals. And yes, some couples actually get engaged up there. It's beautiful, until you realize you still have to climb down together. Nothing tests love like descending a 70-degree staircase, while holding hands and avoiding selfie sticks. In Chinese culture, though, romance on the Great Wall is kind of impractical. You're sweaty, crowded, and surrounded by shouting tour guides. If someone proposed there, "Go touri," and then the reiser, "On resprode des Storskrawag, on Bopri de Skalensfrider, Ozen Kodzen," although it would be probable bubbly applaud and deister, than Doutebradinsen, not for the love story, but for the lung capacity. For Americans, traveling to the Great Wall is the ultimate bucket list moment, a pilgrimage across oceans. For Chinese people, it's a place you visit on holidays, preferably when it's less crowded. Americans want the full cinematic experience, sunrise over the mountains. Dramatic drone shots? Maybe a tear or two. Chinese locals want shade, snacks, and signal. The irony? Both groups end up with the same photo. No Great Wall trip is complete without the tour guide, part historian, part stand-up comedian. Here is the 14th century guard tower. Please watch your step. Many foreigners fall here. Everyone laughs nervously, then immediately clings to the railing. Tour guides love telling visitors the wall can be seen from space, which isn't exactly true, but sounds impressive enough to keep people climbing. And when an American finally reaches the top, gasping, the guide casually says, "Congratulations! You finished 1% of the wall." Younger Americans often visit the Great Wall for content. They pose, they vlog, they hashtag touched Great Wall goals. Older Americans go for history, determined to feel a connection to humanity's past, and also to test their knees. Chinese grandparents, on the other hand, treat it like their personal fitness routine. They power walk in straw hats carrying plastic bags of fruit and occasionally overtake groups of 20-somethings like Olympians of oxygen. There's always that one American in disbelief. How is that grandma faster than me? Answer: she's been climbing stairs since before your country existed. Just when you think you've escaped, there's one final test. The souvenir gauntlet. Vendors line the exit shouting, "T-shirt, real jade, lucky dragon magnet." You try to politely decline, but they're relentless. Eventually, you buy a Great Wall champion shirt that doesn't quite fit, but feels morally earned. Later you'll show it off back home. Proof you conquered one of the world's wonders, conveniently leaving out the part where you almost passed out by Tower 3. Here's the funny thing. Chinese people don't usually climb the wall to prove something. They already know it's long, steep, and exhausting. They're proud of it, but they also know better than to do the whole thing. Americans, on the other hand, have this irresistible urge to finish, to conquer. They treat the wall like it's Mount Everest with handrails. Locals just smile knowingly. You can walk, or take the cable car. It's not laziness, it's wisdom. Why climb the wall when you already own the history? At the end of the day, the Great Wall selfie paradox isn't about tourists or stamina, it's about perspective. Americans go there to chase history, Chinese people go there to celebrate it. For one, it's a grand adventure. For the other, it's an old friend. Both are right. Overounce and no nine sign the Malber bez wonderabefern. Show wine chow we dane for Belber Ingtral the Ren Sao. Be damn proud we're off of Belber limping the next day. So next time you dream of the Great Wall, remember, it's not just a photo opportunity, it's a stairway to humility. You'll climb, you'll sweat, you'll question your fitness choices, and then you'll stand there, mind-blowing, realizing you just touched something built by hands thousands of years ago. And as you look out at that endless line of stones stretching into the mountains, you'll whisper to yourself, totally worth it. Then, of course, you'll take the cable car down. If you enjoy our videos, please like and subscribe to our channel, The Culture Clash Cafe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release new content.